All right, Trekkers, welcome back. We are diving into something pretty interesting today. A post we saw that asks whether AI could lead to a 3.5-day work week.
Yeah, a 3.5-day work week. I mean, that's pretty wild when you think about it.
It is. It is. And this post, highlights a prediction from the CEO of JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon. And he suggests that, AI-driven automation could completely change,
Revolutionize.
how we work. And this would lead to, maybe shorter work weeks and potentially, even longer lifespans.
And that's a bold prediction, but there's some actual data to back it up. This McKinsey report estimates that AI could automate up to 70% of tasks.
70%. Wow. So, I mean,
It's a lot.
it is. It is. And so, what could you do with, an extra day off every single week? What jumps out at you from all of this?
Well, one of the things the Post mentions is a study that showed that a 4-day work week resulted in a 65% drop in sick days
Wow.
and a huge reduction in burnout. Yeah, so I mean, you have to wonder, is it just having that extra day off, or is there something more to it?
Right.
Is it, are people living a healthier lifestyle in general? Are they less stressed? Do they have more time for self-care?
Yeah.
Is that maybe contributing to these longer lifespans that Diamond was talking about?
It's a fascinating thought
Mm-hmm.
because if a shorter work week means that, the workforce is healthier and happier.
Yeah.
I mean, those are really positive ripple effects that we can't ignore.
Absolutely.
But then, of course, the big question comes up, like, what about job displacement?
Right. Are the robots going to take our jobs?
Exactly. Will AI take over our jobs completely?
Yeah, well, the Post does actually address that. And, JP Morgan seems to be pretty committed to retraining and redeploying employees whose roles are impacted by automation.
Okay.
They even talk about their acquisition of First Republic, where 90% of employees were offered new positions.
90%, that's pretty good.
It is.
But is it scalable?
Right.
Can every company redeploy employees on that scale? Or are there limits?
That's a good question. And what about the psychological impact? What about people whose entire career paths are disrupted by automation?
Yeah, that's a whole other...
That's a huge issue.
It is a huge issue, and we need to grapple with these issues.
Absolutely. And, it's not just about the economics. The Post also mentions concerns about AI being used in things like cyber warfare,
Right.
which is a pretty scary thought.
It is.
Even Dimon himself acknowledges the need for regulation to make sure that AI is used responsibly.
So, it really does feel like we're at a crossroads here.
Yep.
AI has this huge potential to, reshape the world in incredible ways.
Yeah.
Maybe shorter work weeks, a boosted global economy, maybe even, longer, healthier lives.
Yeah.
But there are some real concerns,
Yeah.
job displacement, ethical implications, the potential for misuse.
For sure.
What can our listeners do to kind of prepare themselves for this future?
Well, I think the biggest thing is to be proactive. If you're in a field that's susceptible to automation, what steps can you take to upskill or reposition yourself? How can you stay ahead of the curve?
Right.
And as citizens, we need to be part of the conversation about AI ethics and regulation. What kind of boundaries do we need to set to make sure that AI benefits everyone?
Yeah. These are the conversations that we need to be having right now as we kind of, navigate this new frontier. It's a lot to think about.
It is.
But it's exciting stuff. Thanks for following, Trekkers. See you on our next adventure across the AI universe.
See you next time.